Chapter 6. You're safe now. After the rushed decision she had made, Macera paused for a moment, then said firmly,
Okay, let me explain one thing. This won't be for free. Our expenses, Kelebek's and mine, will come from the salary I get from this project. I don't want to owe you anything and,
Pack up and come tonight. We have a project to work on.
He interrupted, his voice heavy, leaving no room for negotiation. Then he walked away. Huzur sat behind the wheel, immersed in his thoughts as the city blurred past.
What? Staying in the mansion? How did I even agree to this? And for heaven's sake, why would she want that?
He ran his hand through his hair, frustration tightening his chest.
I mean, even seeing each other is hard enough. Why would she demand this? And why did I accept? Something's off. I need to figure it out.
He took a deep breath, trying to steady himself.
They say keep your enemy closer. And I did that. Right now, I can finally see what's going on in your mind, Macera Yilmaz.
Macera spotted a bench and sank onto it with Kelebek. Speechless, her eyes blurred and sweat beading at her neck.
oh my god, Kelebek, what did I just do?
She whispered, still trying to process everything. Kelebek looked at her with her usual innocent expression.
Abla, I don't understand anything, but all I know is that you do weird things. And somehow, in the end, you always come up with perfect solutions.
Macera studied her, trying to decipher the meaning behind her words.
You know,
Macera added thoughtfully.
I always ask myself if you're even a real kid, my dear.
Kelebek raised an eyebrow.
Well, you raised me, so you have to ask yourself, not me.
She said, giving her a playful wink. Without warning, Macera tickled Kelebek. Their laughter erupted, echoing through the park. Pure and carefree, washing away all the tension of the day. The evening sun slipped gently through the branches, painting their faces in shades of gold. For a brief moment, the world seemed to forget its cruelty. Only two souls existed, laughing like the wind itself was joining them. And as Kelebek rested her head on Macera's shoulder, a quiet peace bloomed between them, the kind that feels like home. Few hours later, Huzur reached home restless, a weight pressing on his chest. He gave Sahar a few curt orders to prepare the house, his movements sharp and impatient. Sultan Hanum watched him quietly, her eyes calm but questioning.
You told me I should help her.
He muttered as he strode toward his room.
She'll work with me. And not only that, she also demanded to live here as a condition.
He paused, a heavy smirk forming on his lips.
I think now you're satisfied, Grandma. I've brought you your soft-hearted fox, so you can see just how kind she really is.
Sultan Hanum's expression remained serene.
And, deep down, I feel this is the right decision.
Huzur forced a tight smile, his jaw clenching. With a sharp motion, he slammed the door behind him. Meanwhile, Macera arrived at her office with Kelebek and immediately spotted Chichik.
Where on earth have you been? I've been calling you since yesterday.
Chichik asked, impatience lacing her voice.
And did you happen to leave anything unsaid? Mashallah, you told your new friend everything about how terrible our situation is.
Macera said, holding up Kelebek's hand.
Oh, hello, little princess. How are you?
Chichik said warmly, caressing Kelebek's face. The two shared a brief, tender silence. Macera gently turned to Kelebek.
My sweetheart, could you go and rest in the next room? I'll prepare your favorite chocolate milk in a little while, okay?
Abla, just say it's an elder's matter, and I should go.
Kelebek replied with a small shrug, walking off with her usual elegance. Chichik laughed heartily before turning her gaze to Macera, her eyes narrowing.
What? Why are you looking at me like you want to haunt me?
Majera's tone shifted suddenly, serious and calm.
No, actually, I need to do this to myself, because I did worse.
She then explained the whole story to Chichik.
Are you in your senses, Majera? Living with your enemies? No, you must be kidding.
Majera added, softer now.
I mean, it might be a better choice right now, even for Kelebek.
Kelebek has her own parents, sweetheart. Your father abandoned you, not her, and her mother is still here.
Majera raised an eyebrow.
Oh, really? Then look at this.
She showed Chichik a message from her stepmother, Kelebek's mother. Your luggage and Kelebek's are out of the house. Go see it. Me and your father are going on vacation to Sabanja. Chichik's voice sharpened with anger.
What? Vacation? Sabanja, what crap is this, Majera? Your father must be insane, and this heartless woman must have lost her mind. How can a mother leave her child like this?
Since when did they ever care about her?
Majera interrupted.
I've been the father and mother to her since the moment she came into my life. She's everything to me. I don't need their kindness, and I can take care of her as I always have. To me, right now, my decision makes perfect sense.
Majera said firmly. Chichik nodded, lightly tapping her shoulder.
Yes, of course you cannot take care of a little girl in this cold office.
She said with a soft smile.
But if you need anything, my friend, I'm here for you.
In their house, Rayhan's hands trembled as she looked at Riza.
Do you think this is the best decision?
Her voice barely steady. Riza took her hands firmly in his own.
Look at me.
He said, his grip tightening. Rayhan cried out in pain, but he didn't let go.
There's nothing we can do right now except hide here for a while. Then, we'll figure out what to do with your stupidity.
He shook his head, frustration and anger flashing in his eyes.
You know, when I first met you and decided to marry you, I thought maybe you'd be as bright as me. But women, you greedy, stupid creatures, you're just useless.
If I'm useless,
Rayhan snapped.
then to whom does this house belong, huh? You used me, Riza, and now I'm stuck in this terrible position because of you.
Riza glared at her, his jaw tight.
I think we should talk to your father.
What? Are you in your senses?
Rayhan yelled.
The man blocked all my cards, left me only this house. And you still want to speak to him? If he's still silent, it's because of Kelebek. Otherwise, he'd never want to see us again.
A heavy silence filled the room, broken only by the pounding of their hearts, as both realized just how trapped they truly were. Same day evening. She stepped out of the car, each movement weighed down by the harshness of circumstance and the cruelty of life. The house where she had spent her entire childhood, every corner carved with memories, now felt foreign. As if she were a guest trespassing through her own past. The only thing that hadn't changed was the law. What had once belonged to her father now belonged to him. She glanced at Kelebek, still sitting inside. Opening the door, she helped her out with gentle hands.
My little one, as we agreed, this is not our home anymore. Think of it as a place we're renting for a while from these people.
Kelebek looked up at her with eyes too deep for her age. Despite Majera's efforts to give her a real childhood, life had been too harsh. Kelebek had grown up too fast, learning to wear silence like armor instead of innocence. Majera's gaze drifted to the roof, and there he was. Huzur, watching silently, his eyes burning not with peace, but with the fierce will to control, the storm of emotions that bound them together. Their eyes met beneath the flickering lightning of the approaching storm, and in that charged stillness, both knew deep inside, peace was only an illusion. Then she turned toward the house. Her steps were heavy yet graceful. each one echoing the quiet dignity of a queen returning to a fallen throne. The wind tangled through her hair, brushing her face. Her long winter dress flowed around her boots, her leather jacket tracing her silhouette with power and poise. Despite everything, she carried her pride like a sword. Sharp, silent, and unbreakable, the wind grew harsher, as if nature itself breathed the rage trapped between them. Huzur's eyes could not look away, captivated by the fierce grace in her every step and the silent power radiating from her. Sihar opened the door, speechless.
If you're done watching, take those.
Macera said. Sultan Hanım welcomed them warmly.
Happy to have you with us, my daughter. Words fail me to express my gratitude for everything you've done for my grandson.
She paused.
Your room is ready for you both.
Macera gave a small, polite nod.
Thank you, Sultan Hanım.
She knew the way, the rooms, but everything seemed to hold a secret. A puzzle she would have to solve sooner or later. Was this woman truly sincere in the phone? Did the mansion itself conceal mysteries she had never imagined? Her mind buzzed with questions, but exhaustion won out. Today had been rough for both her and Kelebek. As they walked down the corridor toward their room, Huzur stepped out of his room directly across from theirs. He watched Kelebek, who was yawning with innocent fatigue, and handed her a lollipop. Then, letting out a long sigh, he turned to Macera.
Today just rest. Tomorrow, our first case begins.
She opened her mouth to respond, just as the old snow globe, the one with the girl flying a kite inside, slipped from her fingers. Huzur caught it with effortless grace. Their hands brushed, and for a heartbeat, neither pulled away. A flicker of tension passed between them. Brief, electric, undeniable. Standing close, he gazed into her eyes, his expression calm but impossible to read.
Always stay alert and watch your steps. Some may lead you astray if you don't take control,
He said softly. Then he released her hand and walked toward the stairs. Macera watched him, still trying to process his words and the fleeting warmth of his touch.
He wasn't talking about the snowball, was he?
A few moments later, as Kelebek tried to drift into sleep, Macera bent down, pressing a gentle kiss to her forehead before slipping quietly out of the room. She tiptoed down the hall toward Mujaza's room. The little angel slept soundly, his face soft in the moonlight. Macera brushed her fingers lightly across his cheek, savoring the innocence of the moment. Before moving silently towards Sultan Hanım's room, the door opened and Sultan Hanım's voice floated warmly through the air.
Fairy daughter, come in, please.
Macera hesitated for a heartbeat. This was her mother's room, after all. But whenever she entered with Sultan Hanım there, irritation never stirred. Instead, a strange warmth filled her, as if the room itself had found its missing piece. Sultan Hanım held out a small box.
These were for your mother, weren't they?
Macera nodded, a nostalgic smile lighting her eyes.
I organized them for you in this little box. I hope you don't mind. I thought they were precious.
More than words can ever express.
Macera whispered, hiding the glimmer of tears that threatened to spill.
Since when? Did you lose her?
Sultan Hanım asked softly. Macera's voice cracked with the weight of years.
Since I was 9.
Oh, my dear. I am so sorry for bringing you this pain.
Sultan Hanım murmured. Macera offered a practiced smile, soft but distant. At that moment, Huzur appeared in the doorway, unseen, listening.
No, you don't need to apologize.
Macera said, her voice trembling yet steady.
It's remarkable, isn't it? How some precious souls, even after they leave us, remain tied to our hearts. No matter how hard we try, we cannot forget. This bond cannot be broken. Every heartbeat, every day, their memories flicker in our gaze. Their words, their habits, even their scent. We cannot move on. All we can do is hold them closer, to keep them alive in our hearts.
Sultan Hanum's eyes glistened, and she pulled Majera into a warm embrace.
From now on, I hope you consider me as your grandmother. And perhaps one day, you and Huzur will grow close as well friends, my child.
Majera hugged her back, teeth clenched, smiling through the quiet ache. Somewhere in the shadows, a single tear traced down a cheek, his cutting silently through the heart. The words echoed, sharp and tender, as if they had found a secret chord in his soul. Even without understanding each other fully, in this fleeting moment, their shared pain resonated, pulling at invisible strings. Huzur wiped his eyes, took one last look at Sultan Hanum and Majera in their embrace, and quietly turned away. Then he saw her descend the stairs. He followed silently, careful not to be noticed. She held her earbud, listening to a song, filling the dark garden with its melody. Her childhood memories blurred around her, the laughter of her mother, their hide-and-seek among these same paths. Her mother's scent seemed to brush her face suddenly. A delicate mix of jasmine and lilac. The image of her blue eyes, golden brown hair, and the gentle warmth of her embrace flashed through Majera's mind. She walked on, lost in her favorite song, humming softly to herself, her voice rising until it echoed through the quiet night. She moved like a secret drifting through the garden, her long flowing dress dancing with the wind, her hair shimmering under the moonlight. Her fragrance mingled with the night air, trailing behind her steps. Huzur inhaled it, something indefinable glimmering in his soul. For a fleeting moment, her presence filled the hollow corners of his heart. Whether he realized it or not, she hypnotized him, as if wielding a magical wand that scattered an ethereal calm over the garden, dissolving all tension and intensity. Then, as the first drops of rain began to glimmer under the soft moonlight, the fading light nudged her toward the house. Huzur hid behind a tree, exhaling sharply, whispering to himself,
What am I doing right now?
At 11 p.m., the house seemed asleep. Inside the quiet room, Kelebek was deep in dreams. Outside, the storm raged mercilessly. Lightning slashed the sky, flooding the walls with a pale, unforgiving glow. Thunder rolled, shaking the very air. Majera sat frozen on her bed, eyes wide open. Each flash dragged her back to that vision. At first, it had come only in nightmares. Now, even with her eyes open, it invaded reality. She pulled the curtains shut too late. The thunder was louder than silence. The memory refusing to let her breathe. A shiver ran through her. Barefoot, trembling, fingers nervously playing with the edge of her pajamas. She stepped into the hallway. Each creak of the wooden floor echoed louder than the storm outside. Her breath uneven, goosebumps rising on her skin. Down the haunted basement stairs. Each step stretched into eternity. Suddenly, as she opened the basement door in the garden, the same vision came rushing back. A mess swallowing the room. A unicorn toy scratched. A spilled glass of red liquid, spreading across the dusty floor like a red juice. And there, next to it, a huge doll in a long-sleeved dress, its face hidden against the ground. Majera knelt, hand trembling, reaching out. With a violent motion, the doll turned over. Her breath caught. It wasn't a doll. It was a body. A woman's body. The red liquid wasn't juice. It was blood. The body had been thrown down the stairs. A spotlight of lightning cut through the dark, revealing the figure standing above. The criminal. A small girl, 9 years old, wearing her noble rose-pink dress, blue eyes gleaming, a twisted smile carving innocence into terror. Her voice echoed, high-pitched and disturbingly sweet.
Mom, are you okay? Mom, we're just playing, right?
Majera's gaze widened. The young woman on the floor, Ganesh, her mother. And the little girl, Majera herself. Cut to black. The vision shattered. Majera's chest tightened. Her knees gave way. She was drowning in the nightmare. Her hand trembled toward the vision, and suddenly,
Macera.
the voice cut through like lightning. Strong, commanding, real. She gasped. Her eyes started upward. At the edge of the basement stairs, Huzur appeared. The storm's glow carved his silhouette. Rain still dripping from his coat. His eyes locked on hers. Fierce, protective. He rushed forward, hand reaching hers just before she collapsed. The vision cracked, shattered glass fading into nothing. He removed his coat to cover her and checked her pulse, shouting,
Open your eyes. Hey, Macera, look at me.
Her vision blurred, her ears shut down. Then, with a gentle movement, he lifted her into his arms. Despite the cold, that moment warmed her heart like a soft spring breeze. Her heartbeat slowly steadied. The storm still raged outside, but inside, his presence anchored her trembling soul. She muttered unconsciously,
Mom, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
And in that instant, she opened her eyes, only his face existed. And in her ears, only his voice remained.
You're safe now.
The lightning faded and the wind softened. A faint shadow lingered over them, perhaps a sign of something neither of them could name. The storm didn't end outside. It ended within her. Maybe peace was never a place. Maybe it was a heartbeat, steady and warm, whispering,
You're safe now.